Hi, I'm testing out yet another method to do this because I'm starting to enjoy it. It's so much easier than my radio show. I don't have to go and craft anything. I just get to ramble, which is kind of a side thing on the radio show. It's easier to make daily content, even though it's more draining. But the problem with daily content versus the radio show is the daily content is instantly dated. It's old, it's stale instantly. You have to be willing to throw it out there and be done with it. Whereas when you craft a show that is a weekly show that covers a topic or whatever, you want that topic to be timeless as and you want to craft it as such. So I don't have to do that. So this is different. This I'm just gonna say what's on my mind and try and enjoy that. Um, so far, it's I've gotten some people messaging me. I've talked to some people I haven't talked to in a long time. Hi, and I'm going to go for a couple minutes each time, and I'm trying out different. I'm using some of the stuff I use with the studio, but I never air the the video portion of the studio. So we'll see how it goes. Um, do some real news right now, and I just touched my face. That's a bad thing now, but I can't stop. So, my name is Mark Hopkins, and I swear to tell truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. So let's get going. Three things that are bothering me right now, or two that are kind of one, actually. So, see, this is how we do it. We save you time. Um, we have a Navy captain, and he clearly went around some of the protocols that are, um, you know, that are mandated for his job. But he did it for the sake of his crew, and you can weigh the right and wrong of it. You can go back and forth, and we certainly don't know everything about. But what you can see is the reaction of thousands of people that served under this man, on several videos taken by people on the ship, and they clearly supported this man. They clearly supported his decision. They clearly supported him as a leader, protecting their lives. And I think that should count for something. That should count for something. And I think to take somebody like that away in the midst of this is demoralizing to those people that served under him. Because they clearly, and I don't think it was a decision that a man in that position would have made lightly. And I think they really need to weigh their decision out because they've just really demoralized that crew, and they didn't want that ship out of service. Well, they took it out of service effectively. He did what he thought was right. And to think, I mean, I understand the whole secrecy thing in times of war and blah, blah, blah. But to think that there was privacy about this incident when you have 5,000 people on there with cell phones, this was known. There was no privacy about it. He had to make a decision for the sake of his crew, and that's what he did, and that's what leaders do. And the reason he's in trouble is because the people that are in charge, the people that were anointed, the people that were given titles, the people that are in that position in name only, don't understand real leadership when they see it. And that's the real problem. We're seeing more and more these people that are appointed to these positions don't understand leadership. They understand insubordination, disobedience, but they don't understand leadership. And you see people constantly, that's two times touch my face. I'll make a counter. You see people who are in these positions, you see lots of things done that have bad optics now, that don't work well. There's good optics and there's bad optics. There's the bad optics of him being walked down the plank from a ship while his crew cheers on. That they support him, plain and simple. You have good optics that aren't producing anything. You have the naval ships, floating hospitals, Los Angeles and New York. Great optics, great optics, filling people with purpose and joy and resolve, but there's no results. All sizzle, no steak. One ship has 15 people on it, one ship has 20 people on it. And why aren't they on there? Because of those same leaders. And I'm not doing anything about partisan politics here. I'm talking about bad leaders. I'm talking about bad leaders or bad people with the title of leaders. They're not even really leaders that are making decisions for us that we think are completely informed, and they're just guessing on a grand scale. And it's very expensive for us in every way. But bad leaders that are out there. And so the ship gets there. The same problems that stop these things from helping in other events like Puerto Rico are stopping them now. They haven't learned. It costs millions of dollars to move that ship. And it's sitting there holding 15, 20 people because bureaucracy, not will of the people to help, not resolve, but bureaucracy is stopping people from being put on that ship and being helped while everything's overloaded. So keep that all in mind when you're seeing these optics out there. What are good optics and what are bad optics in front of you? And don't be tricked by them. And thank you for listening. And I forgot to say who I was, but you know who I am. And remember my tagline that all good journalists wear pants. So thank you very much. And if your journalists don't stand up and show you they're wearing pants, do not trust them. Don't trust people that aren't wearing pants. Thank you very much. Have a good day.